hundreds.
Well, it seems that Stephen Milner had been plotting this for a while, according to investigators. I mean, they do believe it was a test run, and the cameras that he spray painted were the cameras that he then spray painted, a month later in the act of killing Kenny Fandrich. A tenth of a slip up, as you said, was huge for the investigators because with that, they were able to see that maroon minivan kind of making its way through the parking garage. Now, keep in mind as well, though, that they did have other security cameras all the way through. So as the minivan was making its way up, it was tracked throughout with other cameras that had not all been spray painted.
Can really see is right above his forehead. And so they identify this crease. I gotta tell you, looking at that was something that I did not notice. I didn't even consider it as a defining feature. I just thought maybe some mask was pushing his head, his skin down. That would not have jumped out at me, but it became proof. Yeah, exactly. All right, so this turns out to be sort of a critical clue, and the Hillsborough police immediately focus on Kenny Fandrich's wife, Tanya. It's not completely surprising. I mean, if you're a 48 Hours fan, often the spouse is sort of the person that investigators focus on, but it's also about access, knowing his schedule, knowing where he is. There's only going to be a handful of people who know that information, so inevitably, the affair, they were kind of eventually sort of blatant about it, right? So that's a little odd for a guy who's, you would think would be concerned about his professional reputation. But did you learn anything more about who he was, his personality?
We talked to a couple of his clients, as you saw in the hour, and they say that by all accounts, he was very involved in the community, very well liked, was pretty much a well-known figure in Oregon to give, a blank. At that point, there had been issues between Tanya and Kenny Fandrich of domestic abuse. Stephen Milner really felt like he was the one that could save Tanya from what he felt could be a dangerous situation for her.